All right. Of course, if you've just joined us or if you are watching those videos, you know that, Compassion has been doing a lot. I like that shoe. That's a shoe I can wear. Where are they? We saw shoemaking, we saw tailoring, we saw cake, people making cakes, we saw people learning how to play piano, saw people learning how to, many things that you people are up to. Allow me to say, well done.
In other words, we can make your wedding. You saw clothing.
Exactly. I saw clothing. I saw music. Absolutely. I saw a cake. I'm like, hey, my wedding is covered by Compassion. But I'm very, very impressed. First of all, and I think what stood out for me is what the lady was saying at the end, where she said that we are equipping the youth so that they teach others, so that and it's a thing. And allow me just advise the youth also that if you have a skill, teach your friend. If you know how to play piano, teach your friend. If you know how to bake cakes, teach your friend. But for a guy out there who is like me, who is feeling very jealous, who is saying, hey man, even me, I want to know these things, but I'm not part of Compassion. How does that person either be part of Compassion, or how do they get in touch with those activities of Compassion? Jackson.
Wow, thank you so much, Byron. We talked about development coming in terms of ripples.
Yes.
Now those are ripples they were talking about. Teach the young people, let the young people teach the others. So in case you know anybody who knows a skill, don't be shy, because progress comes to those people who are daring, who are willing to cross borders and achieve what they want. So in case maybe you want carpentry and there is somebody in the neighborhood, you make sure, strategize how to get to them that they may teach you that. Otherwise, you may not wait. All of them may not be able to come to the churches where we partner with. But in case you are in that kind of church, you could look for these young people who are trained. Yes, they can assist you. Now, another thing, I'm informed about Directorate of Industrial Training, which I understand partners with many organizations based in communities, like where we come from. There is one in Nigeria. You can go to such kinds of training centers where you can be given such skills, and DIT is able to offer certificates for that. And
is that free?
No, of course there is a fee.
There is a fee
because these centers have to run. But if you want to move forward, definitely you must be ready to overcome all the hurdles that are on your way. And then another thing, you can teach there is actually one center where they learned baking from internet. Yes.
We didn't need a teacher.
They went internet. There are a lot of lessons on internet. You'll get those lessons, practice. Before long, you'll be good at it. Yes.
And maybe the youth who is watching from their living room and wondering, where do I start from? What are you good at? More than ever, this season has provided opportunities for us to learn online. There are lots of different stakeholders who arrange workshops or camps, and they do a lot of skills transfer to the youth. But are the youth coming out? Are they proactive into some of these initiatives? Because it is one thing for the stakeholders to say we have organized a skills camp, and somebody feels, I'm not the kind of person to go for skills. I have my documentation. I believe I'm going to go for a white-collar job. Yet, it's important for us to have a good attitude towards all these opportunities, because tomorrow it will put us at an age.
That is true.
And so for me, I feel every one of us, every young person watching, every youth, what are you good at? Maximize on that. At the break, somebody asked, what happens if I can't get that equipment? I saw somebody mixing the flour. There is something you can use. There are always alternatives. People don't grow to success in one day. The equipment you saw in the video of somebody making a shoe by those electronic machines, they didn't come in a moment. The young people, the youth at that center showed interest. They said, you know what, we are going to start. So for me, I want to encourage youth on this day, start with what you have. Then somebody will observe and say, I love what you're doing. I think I can sponsor you to being an MC. You know, I see you are good at electronics. Can I push you to this person and you learn? Then sitting back and you say, I'm waiting for the golden opportunity.
I agree
so
with you.
start with what you have and where you are.
Actually, even God encourages us. We see him asking, what do you have?
Absolutely.
Even for Moses, it's like, what do you have in your hand?
Absolutely.
I have a stick. All right, use that stick to do this. So yes, I agree with
I could add to that, Byron.
Yes.
Yeah, like now, marketing skills. If somebody wants to learn how to market and maybe to handle different kinds of businesses, you can choose to volunteer. Instead of sitting back at home during your work, just go. Maybe some of you have uncles who have workshops, they have maybe farms.
They don't know how to use this social media. Engage.
Just engage. Look
Say,
for
I
opportunities.
can market for you.
Last evening I met a young girl, she's in her work, and it is amazing. What she's doing, she sells plastics door to door.
Okay.
And she has learned a lot of skills. She was telling me what she has learned. She told me about 7 principles of different things. I think their boss teaches them.
Yeah.
But it all came by her moving out and looking out for these opportunities. So look out for opportunities. Be willing to volunteer. Nowadays, young people like a lot of money. But sometimes
they
you
really
need to
love
start
Survive, I mean,
Yes.
by volunteering,
Yeah.
and then you learn something. Yes, it is also important.
Yes, friends, my fellow youth, please let us keep wanting to gain knowledge. I think I was even discussing it with a friend the other day, and we were saying, why is it that we don't like to, like after campus we are done, it's like our brains, it's like we want to shut down our brains and say we have finished learning, now let's look for money. And yet knowledge is gained every single day. You need to learn as many things as possible. Imagine you're a guy who knows how to market, but you can also make shoes. But in there you have knowledge of the cake business. So it means you can make the cake, make the shoes, use the shoes to market the cakes, or use the cakes to market the shoes, use your marketing experience. So it works hand in hand, and I agree. And I'm very, very glad that Compassion today joined us to discuss these things on how we can easily skill ourselves. But also, a wise man once told me that the difference between us and the wealthy is that one word called action. It's them that say, no, let me take action and do this. Then it's us who give excuses, so I like to call them, that because I don't have the machine, like you said, I don't know how to do. Learn. The internet is there. I agree. I've now gotten into talking instead of asking. But even as we end the show, even as we conclude, allow me just ask Compassion, is it accessible? How do we get in touch with Compassion? If we wanted to find out more, find out how we can engage, if we want more of this information, if we want to know, is a Compassion church around my area, can I go and engage? How to get in touch with Compassion?
Wow, office lines?
Absolutely. But also, away from even the office line, we have a website.
Okay.
Where the viewers could go in there and see what we do. But the way Jackson mentioned is, we work with the local churches.
Okay.
Most of the work we are doing are with the local churches.
Okay.
And so in the several communities where we are, these churches are able to share the amazing stories. However, if somebody wants to come on board and maybe
volunteer,
support to the good cause we are doing, push us further to sponsor more children, they can go to our website and see and sign up and send an email. We are able to respond to them.
Awesome. Parting shots, Jackson. Parting shots. What should we go away with for that youth watching us out there? What should he or she go away with? If he has forgotten everything else we have talked about, what should he or she go away with today?
Wow, a young person who is watching us, it's not by mistake that you're watching today. Actually, we are looking forward to seeing a better you.
Yeah.
But if you want to become a better you, attitude is very, very key. Some people say attitude is everything. So it is important to have positivity, It is important for you to be a go-getter, somebody who doesn't easily give up. It is important for you, especially those who are faced with limiting situations, like now COVID.
Yeah.
You can't imagine somebody maybe who has been staying in Muyenga or wherever, they have lost both parents. Where do they start from?
Yeah.
Don't give up. Just figure out the next thing you can do. It might be hard, but try. Don't give up.
Yeah.
Don't give up. And of course, we have many other young people. I am through with education. What do I do? Yeah, the last time I went to a salon, I tried to ask the gentleman who was working on my hair how he became a salonist. He told me he looked for jobs and he couldn't find, and so he just decided to pick a machine and started. So he learned on the job.
Start.
So don't give up. Have the right attitude. Be willing to go forward. Start with from wherever you are, and then proceed. Maybe a word also to the adults in the lives of the youth.
Sure.
Yes, parents. You have young people. Sometimes our influence may not actually be helpful. We could discourage them in one or another, but it is important for you to encourage young people. Skill them. Don't just allow them maybe to stay on TV all day or whatever. Look for connections where they can be helped, so long as they will be safe. And some people are doing business. People who are in schools. Help young people get skills. I understand the curriculum for Uganda that we're starting to use is having the co-curricular and then skilling as a very, very key component.
True.
That is a big up for those who are doing that. And other schools, think about co-curricular activities. They're very important. Business people, corporate social responsibilities. If you have those people, some women, men, have given their time to skill young people in the community. If you are gifted with having a lot of money or some money, give them a sewing machine. Give them a sweater making machine. Equip them somehow. Give them some money. Let them be able to run. If you're a church leader, use the pulpit. You can equip young people. You have so many in your community. So each and every person has something we can do.
That's true. Thank you so much.
Well said, Jackson.
James. Punching shots.
Let me say this. Any youth listening to me or seeing me on TV, what are you good at? Why should somebody give you an opportunity to influence them tomorrow? How are you going to sustain yourself in the future?
Those are hard questions.
So I want you to think about those questions, because when we talk about skilling, it goes way beyond the education, to the core of yourself. Maximize everything that you are good at, so that at the end of the day, you are able to become a person of influence and change the lives of other young people in your sphere.
Powerful stuff.
Just a word to what he said.
Yes.
There is a quote, opportunity in the hands of somebody who has no capacity results into disaster. You give somebody boda and he doesn't know how to write, that means he has no capacity, an accident. But when the opportunity finds somebody with capacity, progress. So prepare yourself.
Better late than never. Don't give up. What I'm hearing is that, and also attitude is key in moving forward. And again, James reminded us of key questions, that what are you good at? How can you enable the people around you? How can you help them? How can you grow with them? That is what I'm hearing. James and Jackson, it's been a pleasure having you here. We should actually host Compassion again, and we talk more about these things. But thank you so much for joining us today for International Youth Day.
It's a privilege.
We are absolutely blessed.
Yes, this is Family TV. We enrich lives, enriching the lives of yourself, of your loved ones, and everyone around you. Don't go anywhere, because we are bringing more enriching life content that is coming up any time now. We'll see you guys tomorrow for Morning Glory at 6:45 a.m. See you tomorrow.
All right. Bye.
Gira kumwendeko, wadde tuli bato